Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you all here again. So in roughly 20 minutes, the good old, I'm not sure what we will see though, the Bandai Namco show starts. Welcome Papa Stalin and RNS Winter, nice to see you here. Maybe Kirdan joins us too, who knows? Maybe he's already there, but we don't know. I definitely used my break to do other things, maybe recapped a bit what we just saw, updated some of my fantastic lists that I created, like the exclamation mark E3 list with all the stuff I distantly found interesting, and did some other stuff. Question is, what are we going to do the next 20 minutes? So that's a fantastic question. There's one big problem we might have. I'm not sure if it's true though, but that's also why I changed the title, and I hope for more than just House of Ashes. It is possible that this whole presentation of Bandai Namco, which is, let me just go back to the other screen here. Where is the other screen though? There. If we go to the list here, it says Bandai Namco presentation from Bandai Namco. That's what it says. And on the official site, it also says, we'll have focused events. Whatever that means, right? Maybe it is possible, because I read it somewhere. It will also be shown here on the E3 stream. However, it is possible that they just show this game here, the House of Ashes thing. That might not be that interesting. We might look into it a bit and see if that is interesting for us or not. It's possible that they don't even show anything about other games, and that would be, of course, very, very sad for us. But it's quite possible that it is just this game. And nothing else.
This rig's a bust. These people are not the enemy, they're just shepherds.
Down! Get down! They're up on the ridge! Return fire! I'm hit! This get any worse? Oh shit!
Yeah, just this game of the Dark Pictures anthology. And I'm not sure if that might be interesting for us or not.
Shit. Oh man, what the fuck? This is Mailman 2-1 actual. All teams sound off, over. Shit. Rest of the squad must be around here somewhere. Jason!
Yeah, we already saw some of this. Have you watched the Avatar game trailer? Yes, we have watched this. Right. Bandai Namco, yeah, here it is. It seems like they don't have a stream on their site available, so maybe they show it up later. It will be on the other thing there. Let's just Google it really quick. Avatar E3 2020 trailer. Let's hope we don't have commercial going on. There it is. Do we have a better resolution than this? No, it's the best we have. Yeah, we have seen it live when they revealed it. I think it was the Square Enix presentation, right? Am I wrong? No, Ubisoft presentation, that was what it was. That's new, some of the last presentations we saw. Can make it a bit louder. like how people thought it was a Rayman game. Maybe from the beginning, I don't know. What I thought at the beginning, I hoped for... Well, it couldn't be Far Cry. I hoped for it would be Splinter Cell, but it doesn't look like Splinter Cell in jungle. But then I noticed, okay, probably it's not a Splinter Cell game. And then when I saw the blue dude, it was pretty clear it's the Avatar game. Yep. Brutal. This Avatar would be first person, by the way. Yeah, I also heard it would be like a first person game. Question, is it a more role-playing game? Or is it something different? So shout outs to our people here at Game Trailers. GameSpot, not Game Trailers. Wrong age. Also, always like your YouTube videos. Can't stress this enough. Yeah, if we here we turn in the background to this. Yeah, I'm curious if what they will show here. Let's bring this stuff here back. Oh. Bandai Namco, yeah, here it is. Thank you, no problem, Nintendo. And this is just a treehouse recap. This is how the Monster Hunter game, I assume, might look. Quite interesting. Maybe also for some people. Takes a long time till something happens here. I'm just waiting for something to explain. Okay, so it's a classical, you have enemies here, and then the game loads the turn-based combat. Classic Final Fantasy style. Now let's have this with a bit of sound.
You'll be the first monster into battle.
Here we go.
Start talking about some battle strategy. Oh, nice. Okay, so we snuck up on him. So to start it off here, I'm going to keep it with really basic attacks so we can just walk through some of the really ground level mechanics before we go further. The first important thing to know about this game is I really only have control over myself. I don't pick the actions for my full party. If you take a look at the lower edge of the screen there, I can see what each of my teammates is going to do. If I get a high enough kinship bonus going with my monster, I could maybe tell the monster what to do, but beyond that, really, I'm paying attention to what my teammates are doing so I can strategize around them. And the next really key element to combat is this already was announced. Rock, paper, scissor mechanic, and you can see an indicator on the left side of the screen that is a helpful reminder there. So essentially, power.
Yeah. So let's switch back to Guilty Gear for the time being. Yeah, I should go to bed and leave you alone now, cause it's past 12 and I want to be alive tomorrow. Yeah. That's a good idea for you then. You are then a bit in the future from my perspective. Well, it's also really late here, I have to admit. But I definitely want to check out what Bandai Namco has to show, and if nothing interesting, we just play Guilty Gear. But sleep well. Thank you for tuning in and sharing some of your thoughts on the E3. It was nice having you here. See you next stream or in the future somewhere. Have a good night, man. Sleep well. And yeah, we in the meantime play some. I keep the E3 stream going on here in the background, so I can see what is going on. I'm also quite tired. Even though eating is quite an hour or so in the past. For me, I'm still tired. It's always the same. Ate too much. Now I'm very tired. Yeah, okay, I would say let's press a button here, play some Guilty Gear. Of course, the sound is always muted for this game, which is strange. Is our Winter still here? Hope you're also doing well. Hope you have were able to catch up with all the other stuff. Oh, communicating with the servers. Should have done this in the background, I think. Just my 2 cents here. Also, some games got some smaller updates here in the background. See what's going on with those. I'm definitely far too tired, man. And then we have to see. Yeah, I don't know if I want to watch these E3 awards. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Staying up so long for just watching those. It maybe is, or it maybe is not. Oh, this connecting to server stuff is so annoying. It takes so long.
Network.
And the next communicating with server thing. I don't know why this takes so long. I've never seen in a fighting game something to take this long.
Welcome.
Stand by in training mode. Start training mode. I'm curious what we can accomplish today.
Here comes Daredevil.
Okay. First fight. That will be terrible. Oh, Ino. Ino is difficult to play against. I have the feeling.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Yeah,
So
they can't
instead of
change.
reflecting on themselves,
Instead of reflecting themselves, they blamed it on the beast.
heaven,
This enemy sequence, kind of funny. Oh, it's really annoying playing against Giovanna. You know. Wrong button. Missed the input. Ah, no, missed the input. Got it. It was almost as almost planned. I still did not confirm the important thing. Ah, could have. If you ever bar and you know this game, for real. Couldn't confirm the second counter hit. Okay.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh no. I hope to. I should have dashed and then went into it. Of course, that's a high. No. Wasn't sure what button to press there. A bit annoying. Oh, yeah. Brain trip. Got it. There was a lot of beat down in the corner.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Why would she do this? It did also press a lot of buttons.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Got it. Okay, that worked. I take it. I have to focus here. I can't breathe while playing this. Offense is now on point. Let's see, training dummy now. Too late. Let me think. Bam, bam. No. Bam, bam, bam. So I can't do the thing, the correct input in the other direction. Really need to practice this. Holding me back a bit. Also, let us check here for the. Oh. We already missed the show here. Okay, that's the problem. Nope. I missed the beginning already from the Namco thing. Nobody's told me in chat that it's over already. Almost a crossover. Oh man. Got it. Phew.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Let go of the button. Oh boy, just press this button all the time. Okay, this last round. chapter 1. Okay, switch fast.
まあね、ジャガーに毛が生えた程度だ。
changes have you made to the gameplay and mechanics for House of Ashes?
We're always evolving the Dark Pictures. We listen to a lot of the feedback from our fans and also our team, what they want to do, how they want to push things forward. So we tried some stuff in Little Hope.
Pause matchmaking for the time being.
Control, 360 camera,
Sorry for
parts,
missing this
and
here.
we've really
I tried to
leaned on
find
that
it,
again. It
the
really
others
works well.
in the background.
In House of Ashes, lots of the game is set underground, and so these sort of corridors, which are really tight and oppressive.
Creepy.
Yeah, indeed. So we've had to learn because you take away the fixed cameras, and that takes away some opportunities for horror. But we've had to learn new tricks to scare people and
I was so
ramp up the
distracted.
tension and you know the chance for jump scares, which we know some people love. We've also got a new torch mechanic, so you know it's military themed. So these guys are going to be walking around with weapons, with torches mounted on them. We love the lighting that we do, this sort of really inky black darkness that we have.
Oh, we just saw the
and sort of
trailer again. I
contrast
saw
to the
this
bright
when I
areas.
looked over
And
to
so
the
you're going to need to lean on that
started.
torch to allow you to see where you're going, what the threat is, and that kind of stuff. We've also done things like added difficulty settings to this game. So we've also got in Little Hope we added QTE warning icons.
Can we
as an
maybe not
example,
talk
and
over
we've
it?
got some really good
Dude,
positive feedback
I muted
about
the
that, but
background.
also some people want to turn that off.
Can't
We want
believe
to
it.
allow you to play the game.
I
your
muted
way.
the background
So
stream. I
with
don't know
our
why it's not
accessibility settings and
unmuted.
difficulty
Clicked on it,
settings.
didn't mute it.
If you want to have a more casual experience, you can change those settings. Still, most of your characters are going to end up dead, but you know, that's what
Spoilers,
happens,
yeah,
indeed.
but that's what we come here for. That's
Yeah.
okay, we can deal with it. So I've got to ask, what was it like working with Ashley?
So Ashley was fantastic. She researched Rachel. She understood her when she came on the set, which is so refreshing. She knew her inside out. And
Yeah, we
Rachel
just
is a
saw the
flawed
trailer that
character,
we saw,
so she
maybe a
brought
bit
that
new
through so
footage.
fantastically.
That's
The rest of the cast were
basically it.
fantastic as well.
When we were looking for Joey, Salim helped me.
You didn't tell me.
It's an exclusive interview that we
Flip
have
your
here.
shit.
We want
And
you
we
to
missed a
connect
few
to
minutes
these
of that
characters and
already, sorry
understand
for
them as
that.
humans. We want them to seem real because they're real to us. You know, we spend a long time designing them. And
Time
and I don't
flies
mind
by
if
when you
hate
play
anyone
fighting
individual
games very
character,
focused.
because you don't like everyone in real life. But maybe you'll like them when you see the journey they go on.
Maybe you'll like them once they're dead and you feel bad about it.
and you feel bad
Yeah.
about it, definitely.
Yeah.
But also, we want you to save them. We want you to try and save them. You know, we know that some people want to get everyone killed straight away, and that's fine. That's their
That's cool.
playthrough. That's what
Yeah.
they want to do. But you know, can you get everyone out alive and save as many as you can?
There's a lot of replayability there.
Indeed,
Goes on
yeah.
forever. I like
Yeah.
that. So, last question. Favorite scene?
Favorite scenes. So Salim, our Iraqi soldier, and Jason Kolchak, one of the Marines that's there. There's a way that can play out, and a sort of contest between them, and you can make it go in a number of different ways.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It's really emotional. Seeing them film it, I was lucky enough to be there, and then seeing that come through in game, I think we've got something there. I think that's gold. And then, of course, I love scaring people, so I love the jump scares. I love the moments of tension that we bring. We can't hold you in that moment, so we've got some fantastic jokes in there as well to allow you to relax for a moment before we scare you again.
To take your mind off
Yeah.
the imminent threat. I like that. Dan, thank you so much. This has been really cool to talk about, and I'm sure, you know, I'm excited and terrified in equal part, and everyone else is just excited. I'm sure of it.
And it's been a real pleasure to speak to you, and I can't wait to get it into people's hands.
It's going to happen.
No. Okay, that's it. Is it? Is there more?
Before we dive in to House of Ashes, see how scared you got, of course, we want to thank Razer for being one of the E3 2021 sponsors, of course, giving us these tired old blades nobody cares.
Okay. Seems like that's already it. I thought there would be a bit more to show. Maybe show something about Elden Ring. No, not? Probably Elden Ring is too far. What does chat to say? Show us anime games. Yeah. Every time I mute my microphone, I change the size of this. Well, it's always a bad idea to retreat chat, but yeah, it seems like people said that's it. that's why we came online here and thought, hey, cool. So the rumor was right. It's just House of Ashes. I mean, nothing against House of Ashes, but I just hope that a big company like Bandai Namco would show us a bit more, like maybe some more gameplay of Elden Ring, maybe some more announce a new Street Fighter or something really big and cool. But it seems like they don't have a conference. It's just yeah, here is more for those people interested in House of Ashes. Interesting, but sadly not too interesting for me personally. And I also missed the first 2 minutes or 3 of it, so that's unfortunate, I think. Okay, chat. Any thoughts, ideas? We could watch the gameplay of Metroid again. So far, it's just these two dudes talking. So yeah, probably not much to that we missed here. Well, that was unfortunate, I would say, because in this thing here, it just said presentation. Usually, when the other list would say, I don't know, X epsilon Z. Let me see if I find an example. Yeah, for example, this. It would have a panel from Take-Two, interactive about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and so on. So I would say it's not a presentation about games, but I would state this. However, this was not listed here. It just says presentation from Bandai Namco. I thought, okay, a presentation from Bandai Namco. I'm in. But it seems we are out. Just fell down all of a sudden. And I was kind of, what's going on there? So the next big event, if I want to call it like that, would be in an hour. That's the E3 awards. Awards. So we can look into those, I guess. We can just play this here without sound, so we have some footage going on. Well, I have to say, yeah, Nintendo was pretty interesting. We could also, we'll look into what we just missed here. Oh, that's wrong. We can just watch it, the stuff that I missed at the beginning. So we have at least the stuff for completeness sake, right? Don't need subtitles. It seems not too long, so for people who might be interested in the Dark Picture anthology, House of Ashes.
An ancient horror has awoken from its slumber and is hungry for blood. Shall we see how many have fallen into shadow?
Satellite sweeps of the war zone have uncovered what appears to be an underground storage facility. But I strongly suspect it's where chemical weapons are hidden, so we need to move fast.
Hashtag move fast. Are we at full resolution?
Into the unknown alone is extremely brave. Or extremely foolish.
We're gonna sigh up.
I like how he says foolish. Foolish.
Or will it be a case of each man for himself?
Yeah, this trailer we already saw, so nothing new to see here just yet.
Of an abyss. Your survival depends on the choices you make. They will be as a compass, guiding you through the unknown.
Where on God's green earth have we landed?
What nightmare have these luckless souls fallen into?
You keep lookout.
Lookout? Lookout for what?
One by one, their lights will be snuffed out. Unless you can find the means to save them. Trapped beneath the earth, swallowed by the void. Will you find the path to salvation? will be lost in the
Salvation.
darkness forever.
There was a trailer, we already knew that thing from... Was it the first show? Ugly little being there. Yeah, this is now the interview of it.
We're
That's
here
some
at
new footage.
Supermassive to talk about the next game in the Dark Pictures anthology, House of Ashes. And I'm joined by exec producer Dan. How you doing?
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Right,
Really cool.
so let's start at the very start. We're going to be talking about House of Ashes for most of the interview, but for those that don't know, tell us about the Dark Pictures anthology.
The Dark Pictures is a series of narrative, story-driven, branching horror stories. Each one is standalone. They each tell a different story, completely separated from the others, but within the same universe, so there is connection between them all. House of Ashes is set at the end of the Iraq War in 2003, with links 4,000 years ago that set the story up.
So tell us more about the theme and themes, I suppose, within House of Ashes.
It starts off with a military unit. They've got some new technology that can look for weapons of mass destruction underground. They think they've identified something in the Zagros Mountains in Iraq. And then as part of that, they come into conflict with an Iraqi unit. There's a pitched firefight, and then the two groups are plunged underground. There's an earthquake of some sort, and it's revealed that there's a hidden temple underground, these big massive structures, but these different groups, they're all separated, radio contact is lost, and they're submerged in this black darkness.
Where on God's green earth have we landed?
And then they're going to start hearing things and seeing things, and people are going to start disappearing.
What the just happened?
So this time, it's a very real threat.
All of the Dark Pictures games, they all pull something from real life or from history, from fact. What's the case with the myth or historical part of House of Ashes?
So we love looking at and reading myths and legends and stories and doing our research, and we know our fans love it as well because there's something that they can link into afterwards, and I love doing that when I'm playing games or watching movies myself. So this one's set 4,000 years ago, the Akkadian Empire, and this terrible evil that happened. We had this self-proclaimed god king, Naram Sin, and he essentially cursed his people. He sacked this temple and brought famine and devastation to his own people. And so a lot of the history is lost, but we've done a lot of research about it, and then we had a lot of happy accidents that linked into the story we wanted to tell. And the fun thing for us is we get to do our own take on it. We get to twist it, and obviously we've made our own truth from it.
At the end of the sneak peek, the trailer, we saw monsters. Tell us a bit more about what's going on there.
The military unit that you're playing as, they don't really know what they're coming up against. They're not human, they're bigger, they're larger, they're faster. The team aren't going to know if there's one or two of them, or hundreds or thousands of them. And that's kind of the threat with this, you know, they've got guns, maybe they could try and take one of them down. But maybe there's another one around the corner, or maybe there's a group of them, and maybe they're going to get ambushed.
Maybe they're like a cluster.
Exactly,
and
yeah,
they all pop
a
out at
nest,
once.
as it were.
Yeah.
And it's been really fun to work on and see these things move around and how horrific they can be. They're different to us. They perceive the world in a different way. Getting little snippets of it in the darkness, and did I see that? Was it something that moved? Or is it actually just one of the other soldiers that's stuck in the catacombs?
Who's there?
We like to try and misdirect people on things, you know, that did you see something, did you not? And that's a great thing within horror, that you think you're going to be scared right now, and we're not going to scare you now. We'll scare you in a minute when you're not expecting it.
It's always coming.
Yeah, always.
So should we expect a huge amount of peril in the game?
Definitely. We love to do it. You know, it's fun for us to work on. As horrific as it is, and we know that our fans love it as well. So yeah, there's at least 60 unique deaths, and there's a whole ton of variation on that as well.
Okay, that's a lot of death.
Merwin and some of the others, you're going to see different things happening to them depending on how you play it out. You know, getting ripped and shredded and torn, and because there's a firefight, there's going to be bullets flying as well, and all kinds of stuff. And it's not just the deaths; it's the gore that goes along with it, and you know, lots of blood.
Wicked. It sounds absolutely terrifying. I'm in.
Not gonna lie, man.
I think now we watched into the trailer from...
What differences have you made or changes have you made to the gameplay and mechanics for House of Ashes?
I think that's the question we heard, right?
Pictures. We listen to a lot of the feedback from our fans,
And she asked
also our
after
team what they want to do, how they want to push things forward.
actress.
So we tried some stuff in Little Hope with
so for people wondering,
more camera control, 360 cameras,
we know
certain
this
parts, and we've really leaned on that again, and it really works well in House of Ashes, lots of the game is set
Supermassive
underground, and so
Games
these
also
sort of
did, for
corridors
example,
which
the
are
Until
tight
Dawn
and
games.
impressive.
Originally,
Creepy.
Yeah, indeed. So
I
we've had to
know.
learn because you take away the fixed cameras, and that takes away some opportunities for horror. But we've had
games
to
that
learn
they
new
do.
tricks
They
to
did
scare
themselves
people
the
and,
Little
you know,
Big
ramp up
Planet
attention
things.
and you know, the
Like the
chance for jump
DLCs.
scares, which you know some people love. We've also got a new torch
HD
mechanic,
of
so
Killzone.
you know, it's military themed, so these guys are going to be walking
And
around
yeah,
with
at some point
weapons,
they were
with,
allowed to
torches
make
mounted on them.
Until Dawn, which
we love
was,
the lighting that we do. This
I
sort
guess,
of
for
really
people
inky
who
black
aren't those
darkness
kind
that
of
we
games,
have,
surprisingly
and sort
good.
of the contrast to the bright areas.
And they started. I
And so you're
thought
gonna need to
Until
lean
Dawn
on
would
that torch
also be
to
part
allow
of
you
this
to
Dark
see where
Pictures
you're
anthology,
going, what
but
the
only
threat is,
Men of
and that kind of
Medan,
stuff.
Little
We've
Hope.
also done things
which
like
was the last
added
one.
difficulty settings to this game. So
No idea about
in
that
Little
one.
Hope we
And
added,
this seems to be the
you
third
know,
entry
QTE
into it.
warning icons
House
as an example,
of
and we've
Ashes.
got some really good positive feedback about that. But also some people want to turn that off. We want to allow you to play the game in your way. So with our accessibility settings and difficulty settings, if you want to have a more casual experience, you can change those settings. Still, most of your characters are going to end up dead, but you know, that's what
Spoilers,
happens,
yeah,
indeed.
but that's what we come here for.
Spoilers.
That's okay, we can deal
More
with it.
characters
So I've
dying.
got to ask, what was it like working with Ashley?
So Ashley was fantastic. She researched
No,
Rachel.
that
She
question,
understood her when she
we
came
already
on
had.
set. It's so refreshing. She knew her inside out. And Rachel is a flawed character, so she brought that through so fantastically. The rest of the cast were fantastic as well.
When we were
How
looking
the
for
helm
Joey,
thing says
Salim
Ashley.
helped me.
You didn't tell me this because...
You'd flip your shit.
We want you to connect to these characters and understand them as humans. We want them to seem real because they're real to us. You know, we spend a long time designing them, and I don't mind if you hate any one individual character because you don't like everyone in real life. But maybe you'll like them when you see the journey they go on.
Maybe you'll like them once they're dead and you feel bad about it.
and you feel bad about it, definitely.
Yeah.
But also, we want you to save them. We want you to try and save them. You know, we know that some people want to get everyone killed straight away, and that's fine. That's their playthrough.
cool.
That's what
Yeah.
they want to do. But you know, can you get everyone out alive and save as many as you can?
There's a lot of replayability there.
Indeed,
Goes on
yeah.
forever. I like
Yeah.
that. So, last question. Favorite scene?
Favourite scenes? So, Salim, our Iraqi soldier, and Jason Kolchak, one of the Marines that's there. There's a way that can play out and a sort of contest between them, and you can make it go in a number of different ways.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It's really emotional. Seeing them film it, I was lucky enough to be there, and then seeing that come through in game, I think we've got something there. I think that's gold. And then, of course, I love scaring people, so I love the jump scares. I love the moments of tension that we bring. We can't hold you in that moment, so we've got some fantastic jokes in there as well to allow you to relax for a moment before we scare you again.
To take your mind off
Yeah.
the imminent threat. I like that. Dan, thank you so much. This has been really cool to talk about, and I'm sure, you know, I'm...
Okay, so this is now the complete stuff for people interested in this game.
And it's
So
been a
maybe
real pleasure to
it would
speak to
be
you, and I can't
respectful
wait
to
to get
just
into
show it
people's
complete. It
stuff.
was a good interview. So showed some gameplay footage and so on. Was well done. I wished that, for example, Koch Media would have done that in this way. Also a lengthy interview. Maybe split this into multiple, load them up to social media or something, and just show a supercut of those in your E3 presentation, and these people would be happy. Especially show what you are talking about.
Before we
right?
dive...
So yeah, that is that. Let's see if there's more.
Seen in the MCU or necessarily read.
Doesn't look like it. So there seems to be more interviews going on. That was a wrong button. No, I think that is basically... Oh, giant bomb. That seems to be basically everything there is. For people interested in this... I'm not sure if Bandai Namco has uploaded this interview on their channel. No. Only the announcement trailer. That's it. I can link you the stream. We watched it over the GameSpot YouTube channel. There's a link. Not sure if I posted it already, but you have to search it. It's like a long stream or a longer stream. And yeah, that's basically it. So next would be, I said the award show, which I assume will be here. Let me double check it, on which channel the award show will appear. Yeah, it looks like it will appear here on this channel. Yeah, it's the E3. It's a Twitch E3 channel. Great. Okay, without further ado, then we have basically everything. Nah, on Tolkien-related news, I just somebody pinged me that the Nature of Middle-earth book, which is coming out in September, so in a few months, will have. There's a deluxe edition that was shown up on Amazon UK. Maybe will also be available. Yeah, it seems like you can also pre-order it in the United States. Not sure about Europe. So can't give you any information on that. But for people who are into get a deluxe edition of this book, which might be the last book we will get with new Tolkien information in it, that might be interesting for me. I mean, I can show it to you on stream. Let me just again. Welcome, Kirda. Nice to see you here. Let me just do the double checking thing. Let's use maybe the Amazon. Seems like this web address doesn't work. The co.uk though works. So for people wondering how that book might look, hope I'm not logged in here. I'm not. Yeah, the Nature of Middle-earth looks kind of neat, I guess. You can pull it out. It has this nice, it's called not an envelope, but a box thing, I assume. And yeah, there is the book inside it. Pretty interesting. Nature of Middle-earth. I have to admit, I work with those things, so I'm not that interested to special editions because I usually take it in my hand. There are probably, I don't know, the color will change a bit. There will be fingerprints on it, maybe little what do you call it? The back part will be knick. What's knick in English? Kink? What is the, if you, I don't know how to describe it in English, but if you read something and you make a little thing, Kirdan maybe knows, a slipcase. Oh, whoa, didn't know this would have a deluxe version. Yeah, kink. Okay, yeah, you kink one of the pages, and so on. And yeah, that is, so for me, it's not worth getting one of those fancy deluxe editions. I need a functional book that's not too big that I can hold in my hand easily. It's not too heavy, stuff like this. That's my, I need the efficiency of a book. But I know that some people want to have a nice version. They maybe read some of it or look through it from time to time, put it into their shelf, and it looks beautiful. I know that some people also have both versions, like a normal version to read and one for the shelf. I know that too. And yeah, so if you are interested, you can pre-order it, a hardcover. It's £53, it seems, on this. There was another link from Amazon Canada. Let's see if the link works. Yeah, Amazon, no, yes. I don't know why the Amazon.com doesn't work. The link. Is this Canadian dollars? It would be really expensive then. But yeah, Amazon Canada has it listed too. I can link it in chat for people interested. Very tempted, but need to save my monies, lol. Yeah, I can post you the link if people are interested for that. The US version, I can see if I find the Amazon.com version. Amazon.com, Nature of Middle Earth Deluxe Edition. No, it's gone. There was a link, but if I click it, it says the site does not exist, basically. it would be this link here. Because it's German, it says, suchen Sie etwas? Tut uns leid, die eingegebene Webadresse ist keine funktionsfähige Seite auf unserer Webseite. Klicken Sie hier, um zur Amazon-Startseite zurückzukehren. That's what it says. And I read it really fast. Oh, just need Beren and Luthien. Beren and Luthien. This book here. It's green. Maybe I have a special version of it. I have the what is the version called? It's not Tall Tales, Large Tales. What is it? There's a box for it. Great Tales, yeah. Large, unfinished. No. That's the collection of these 3 books. I have that one here, my shelf right behind me. My thing. There's also, I think, probably even a better version of it. The 3 Great Tales. Yeah, the 3 Great Tales. That is. Yeah, enough Amazon stuff. Yeah. Still, if you are interested into Monster Hunter, I have to say, I really like the art style of that. Pretty cool. Contrast program here. Also, welcome back. Nice that you made your way back. You did not miss anything. Maybe I didn't hear it, but they just showed the trailer and had an interview with the director or producer of the Dark Picture Anthology House of the Ashes game. And yeah, I played fighting games in between, and then I missed the start of it, of course, you know me. And then we just watched the beginning again, and that's basically what we did there. So pretty much nothing to very nothing. That pretty nothing to. Yeah, it was not much. I had the. Like I explained in this Excel sheet, not Excel, but it's here Google spreadsheet thing. Usually it says when it's a specific topic. In this case, it just says presentation from Bandai Namco. So I assumed they might show it's a normal presentation like a Nintendo Direct or the Capcom presentation. I assumed it would be similar, but it's just this game and a developer interview. That was all there was to it. Probably you could have found it out if you would have did your research better than I did. I just, deep in my heart, I simply hope they had more to show. That's also why the title is so strange here, and say, I hope they will show more than this. Glad I've not missed much here. You did not miss much. If you are not interested in House of Ashes, you're probably not that interesting for you either. Or for most people. Though I think they're pretty decent games, but yeah, probably not on my priority list at all. Put them pretty lowish. Maybe we can put it on the list. Oh no, I closed the page because I'm an idiot. Whatever. Is there a release date for this? (2021), that's it. Who's publisher of this game? Did I close everything? No, it's the developer Supermassive Games. Ashes, yeah, Bandai Namco. We are just, man, sorry, I'm still very tired from eating. Like my brain, I feel like my brain is lacking. 22nd of October it is. I know why it's not in the trailer. October 2021. So it's out relatively soon too. And it's by Supermassive Games. Not to be confused with Supergiant Games. Okay, so list is still filling up pretty well. Exclamation mark E3 in case people are interested in the list thing. Just updated it a bit. Put some release dates into it. They not update their page. That is unfortunate. How could we find this? Let's say upload time last hour. Oh, the Europe thing. Here's the complete interview in case people are interested in watch the interview again. Found it. Oh, what is happening here? Okay, people are angry. Give us Dragon Ball game. It feels a bit entitled. Yeah, the problem I think was maybe a communication problem. I found later out when I googled today before when I looked for the stream, it says showcase about House of Ashes or something like this. And I said, oh. And a lot of people simply expected like a full Bandai Namco show with Bandai Namco games, but we probably were a bit misinformed here. So I would not leave. It was a good interview and the game looks interesting, so people just get angry over nothing again as welcome to the internet. Also, I might not replace, but update my list here again. It's pretty low on my priority list though. Is the trailer part of it? No, it's just the interview now. Okay, then I need this trailer here. Let's have the IGN trailer. There is it. House of Ashes. Just add both trailers to it then. So my list is somewhat complete. Hope it works. No, it does not work. As I would hoped it would have worked. I think now it works. Fantastic. There's something missing? No. Okay, so we have the interview now and the other stuff. Also uploaded already the video from yesterday, watching the Capcom showcase and Salty Guilty Gear. And the Nintendo Direct will be online tomorrow, in case people are interested in this. Wonder how accurate the uniform writing they used in the trailer was. I think you mean no. What is this word? First thought it was a typo, but maybe you mean something that I don't know. Maybe you mean the rune form. I don't know. Maybe I need to consult the dictionary. No, it's a word. Keilschrift in German. I didn't even know that is the English word for that. Okay. Today I learned.
Cuneiform.
It is cuneiform. Okay, I did not know that. Thanks for the enlightenment. The weird wedge shaped writing. Yeah. In German, it is Keilschrift means wedge script, basically. if we translate it by word. I assume that Qn whatever means something similar. Let's find out. Let's consult the dictionary. Doesn't work because, of course, it doesn't work. It's a different browser. Etymology. Cuneiformis, the classical cuneus, wedge and former. Former Latin noun, form, figure, shape. Fine outline. Can it mean script too? Pattern, stamp, mold, kind. So it basically means the same. It's just the Latin form of this. Interesting. Let us see if there's a German word for it that is also derived from Latin too. Now I'm asking the question. No, it seems. I have no idea how it's pronounced in German though, because it would be a cuneiform. But maybe it is a cuneiform or something like that. I'm not sure how it's pronounced in German. I don't know this word, but it seems to exist in German too, but probably more common in English. Cuneus is Latin for wedge though. Interesting. So today we learned a bit of other things. Oh, you couldn't see it. My bad. I thought I did not switch to daily dose of etymology. Exactly. Yeah, so as you can see, wait, let me see if there's a pronunciation for it. Pronunciation cuneiformis. Okay. And this would be a rolled R, so classical cuneiformis. Formis. I just wrote the in this road, like it would be a German word, and yeah, complicated. Sorry. Cuneus and formis. Cuneiformis. Cuneiformis. Where's the? Here's a little thing. This usually means that the follow-up is cuneiform. Yeah, the form is something like this. This is the stress is on the four. Whatever. It's not like I only learned to translate Latin, not to talk it, so I have a good excuse.